Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. Now a look at the headlines. Income tax exemption limit raised for general category and senior citizens. Union budget presented. Anganwadi workers get remuneration hike of 1,500 rupees. GCCI oppose hike in duty on iron ore and hotel accommodation. Plans to make formal representation to Prudent Mukherjee. South Goa mining trucks off the road. No mining traffic at Kutsare, Kepe and Sange. Truck operators oppose RTO's massive drive. Meet CM. Karanzale Sporting win Pioneer Trophy Hockey Tournament. Defeat Margao United in an intense tie-breaker. And team politics crash AEM Warriors to clinch the Babu Brothers Cricket Trophy. Finals turns out to be a one-sided affair. And now the news in detail. The income tax exemption limit for general public has been raised to 1.80 lakh rupees per annum. Union Finance Minister Prudent Mukherjee presented Budget 2011-2012 in the Parliament on Monday. The age bar of senior citizens has been brought down to 60 now. They have tax exemption limit up to 2.5 lakhs. There will be a new tax slab of 5 lakhs for senior citizens above 80 years. The Finance Minister has also proposed to raise remuneration of Anganwadi workers from 1,500 rupees to 3,000 rupees.
A group of ministers has been constituted to consider measures for tackling corruption. The group has been tasked with addressing issues relating to state funding of elections, speedier processing of corruption cases of public servants, transparency in public procurement and contracts, and discretionary powers of central ministers and competitive system of exploiting natural resources. I propose to enhance the exemption limit for the general category of individual taxpayers from 1,60,000 to 1,80,000. For the senior citizens who deserve our special attention, for them I propose to reduce the qualifying age from 65 years to 60 years. A nominal central excise duty of 1% is being imposed on these 130 items that are entering into the tax net. Basic food and fuel would continue to be exempt. I propose to enhance the rate of export duty for all types of iron ore and unify it at 20% at Valoram. I propose to levy service tax on the following new services: hotel accommodation in excess of declared tariff of rupees 1,000 per day with an abatement of 50%, so that the effective burden is only 5%. The Anganwadi workers and Anganwadi helpers are the backbone of Integrated Child Development Service Scheme. I am happy to announce an increase in the remuneration of the Anganwadi workers from rupees 1,500 per month to rupees 3,000 per month. And for the Anganwadi helpers, I also propose to tax travel by higher classes on domestic sector at the standard rate of 10% to bring it on par with the journeys by higher classes in international airfare. I am happy to announce an increase in the remuneration of the Anganwadi workers from rupees 1,500 per month to rupees 3,000 per month. And for the Anganwadi helpers, from rupees 750 per month to rupees 1,500 per month.
Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
Goa Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the mining industry is disturbed over the budget proposal to hike export duty on iron ore exports and levy of service tax on hotels and travel. GCCI will make a formal representation to Union Finance Minister Prudent Mukherjee for a rollback.
Union Finance Minister Prudent Mukherjee in his budget speech has proposed to increase the export duty on iron ore fines by 15% and 5% on iron ore lumps. Mining industry is totally disturbed by the sudden rise on export duty. industry feels that this will affect the business at large.
Old export duty was 5% on fines, which has gone to 20%. So it is increased by 15%. It is more than 3 times. So you can decide what impact it will make. Our profits will go down. Maybe some companies are going to, it is like a hand to mouth for them, because Goa exports mostly low grade ore. Now what I mean low grade ore is 50 and below or 52 and below, which gives us very competitive price. And with this 15% additional on the fine, I think there will be rethinking what we should do. We have expected the ship which are loading under the port, which also I think will have a problem, because we have quoted the price internationally on the basis of what is today.
GCCI feels that AC hospital more than 25 beds coming under service tax will have an adverse impact on the state plan to boost the medical tourism. GCCI is also disturbed by the proposal of levying service tax on the hotel accommodation costing about 1,500 rupees per day.
Increase in that taxation on mining, and also that service tax on the room rates, hospital rate, is going to affect Goa, because both these industries are the biggest industries in Goa, mining as well as tourism. So we are going to make a representation to that effect, because Goa being small territory and this being 2 biggest industries will have an effect on us. So we are going to make a very serious recommendation, and we are going to ask our members of parliament also to work on that.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shetye with video journalist Shan Mayadi for Prudent Media.
Mining trucks at Kutsare, Kepe and Sanghe were off the roads from Monday morning. The truck operators are up in arms against the ongoing RTO's drive. Mining truck operators are demanding relaxation in timing for mining traffic and a freight of 50 rupees per ton per kilometer.
The South Goa mining traffic came to a grinding halt on Monday. This was to mark a protest against the massive drive by Department of Transport against the overloading of mining trucks. Mining trucks were off the road at Kepe, Sanghe and Kutsare. Truck operators also had a meeting at Kutsare and discussed various issues. They took a decision not to remove the extended wooden carrier. Earlier, High Court had fixed timings for the mining traffic. High Court, through its order, restricted mining traffic between 8 am to 1 pm and from 2 pm to 6 pm. However, later government altered it from 8 am to 12:30 pm and from 2 pm to 4:30 pm. Truck operators have demanded a review of this time slot. Truck operators say they can abide by government rules and guidelines only if freight is increased. Only if freight is increased to 50 rupees per ton per kilometer. They also met Kutsare MLA Sham Satardekar.
Complete South Goa complete पात्रांवांनी सपोर्ट दिवन सगळे ट्रक मालकांक सपोर्ट दिवन कंप्लीट मायनिंग साउथ गोवा बंद जालेली आसा. कोणी जर काडलें आमकां दातन गावपाचें ना, पर टन पर किलोमिटर 50 रुपये दिवपाचे. हे गव्हर्मेंटान हेल्प करपाचें आमकां मेळपा खातीर 50 रुपये. आनीक हे जें आसा चलन जें दिता न्हू, चलन बी दिता न्हू हेजें चलनान, तेणें तें चलन दिवपाचें बंद करपाचें. आमी कोर्टाची ऑर्डरी प्रमाणे 10 टन ओडपाक तयार आसा.
Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.